Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the Game Night here, and I am back playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Fantasy, and I almost forgot to do my intro.
So, sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
I believe you.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Indeed.
Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't it a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
That's a...
Double.
It's stupid.
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president?
Not
I have
president.
no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Code number 2. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire scene. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take his stand?
Why does she just call him a pitiful clown?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
Sad clown. Tears of a clown.
I saw it.
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. It's easy to see your occupation. Please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Mr. or Dr. Seymour Butts? How about that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good start... Your name?
Don't make trouble with my name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the
Professional
Clown.
funny man.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Coles. Will you please testify what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into the...
Without the humor, please.
Okay.
No humor. This is the unfunny episode.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I got in return is a vacant stare and polite applause.
Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking questions here?
Witness,
Huh?
we will listen to your call for help after the corpus. Please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing... I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do we say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Ah! That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that.
Mr. White.
Your Honor.
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, a big disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. The night of the murder after... Wait,
Yeah, you can get penalized for pressing at the wrong points. Feel free to drop a save point just in case.
I've read all this before, right, though? Or am I reading it again? Am I reading this for the first time? I literally wasn't paying attention. No, I read this already,
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was paying attention, but I'm so focused on doing the voice, sometimes I'm not listening that much to what I'm saying. Okay, so should I just not press?
No, you probably have to press.
Well, I guess I'll take my time and read through it.
It's only at important parts.
You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different.
Yeah, I noticed. We just got to pinpoint what's changed.
You can do it, Nick.
Unfortunately, yesterday was a while ago. Don't recall exactly what he said to us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should pause and check the tape.
Nah.
Is that episode up on YouTube yet? Can I just go
No.
watch it? Damn. Great, because I have no idea what to press on then, if it's all about the difference in what he said before and what he said now.
Well, to press on things that seem important and maybe drop a save.
I don't want to drop a save.
Okay, fine. Well, probably don't... Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I question this one because Max said he took off his cloak. But if this is about what the clown said to us before versus what he's saying now, I honestly have no recollection of it. Because it's been like 2 weeks since we recorded that video. So I literally have nothing on which to go. So it's just crapshoot.
Well, that's probably not important to press on.
I'm not saying it is or isn't, but it's all about what the clown told us before versus what he's telling us now, according to Maya.
Not everyone's gonna remember that, so let's just continue on. I mean...
And I don't have any kind of record of his testimony, so...
Yeah.
Or his statement. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Coles!
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue.
I don't know.
Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
It sounded like a giant thump.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ah! That's not something you just forget to mention? Huh? Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr.
Coles, please revise your testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside.
Maybe press on that?
That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away.
This.
I didn't know if it was going to keep going on.
Nah, just that last section. I mean, the new section is probably what I need to focus on. Whether I need to present something or...
I guess.
First.
What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say...
Mr. Coles, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. This is an unfunny game.
Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke?
Super serious Phoenix Wright.
I guess that the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit.
What then? You want to look out the window and you saw?
So, if he already heard the sound and then he saw him getting clonked over the head, should I press on this?
Maybe.
That would be my instinct. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? It's not what I meant. You say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You would better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, You know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Wow, 5 bars.
Ooh.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not seize the crime?
I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason?
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
Yee.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972, a crack clown unit...
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
Oh, God, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted.
They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car.
Mr. Coles, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
you're back from your jog.
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again.
So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked
out?
Yep. He was on front of the vacation, they say. Ah ha ha ha.
Mr. Coles,
Your Honor.
you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well. Then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I'm penalizing Phoenix Wright. I'll put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? Yeah.
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
Alright, Mr. White. Commence your cross-examination. Uppity symbols? What symbols? Is his cloak black? That cloak is not black. Alright, easy game. Yep.
Wait, do I present or press?
Present, I guess. I mean, I guess you could press. But present. Oh, yeah.
You're sure that is what you saw that night?
Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
But that's not all I saw.
Oh, yeah. Guess this present, though. Easy game. We did it.
You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols?
You fucking serious, man? 3 symbols.
Yay, everyone gets ready. All together now. Silk hat! Cloak! White roses! What the?
Who cares if he knows that there was 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.145.
Silence, fool! You ought to respond.
That's all you
to
could go through pipe.
I was trying to get to the next bit of the fucking dialogue here. I'm sorry, do you want to sit down and do the whole thing?
Yep.
I only know 3.1415.
Okay.
Can you even go that far?
3.145.
Could you beforehand?
That's irrelevant.
Order!
Order!
He's talking to us right now, not the courtroom. Mo, you didn't see the roses,
Do you know the
did you?
order of pie?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Since the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Yeah.
Clearly not. He was just toying with his coat.
Introspective Phoenix. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing these 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone that get up and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt about that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony.
but the roses are pretty damn important.
So witnesses stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
There are no contradictions in his next statement. I'm prepared to issue a ruling.
Ruling.
Nick, this is your last chance.
There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I'll not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me that there's a contradiction of Mr. Cole's statement, You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. That doesn't mean that I can't go through it multiple times, does it? I mean, if I click all the way through
I think
it.
you can go through it multiple times.
I just don't want to accidentally click all the way through it, reading it all. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have to click through it.
Can we stop fuss? Oh, can fussing get us an instant loss?
You know more about the case than I do.
I don't know. Been a while since I've played this game.
I mean, it's the hat, right? Because it was found at the crime scene, and he's saying he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. So it must have fallen off, or he must have left it behind.
Oh yeah,
it's got to be it, right?
Yeah.
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? The one I've had in my back pocket here the whole time?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see.
Hey, there's some sort of problem, Mr. White.
Ms. Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true!
Order! 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 Mr. Coles!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right is your eyesight and memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right?
Shut the fuck up!
You don't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me, no matter how old, I could always be younger than you.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Coles. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene.
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Shut the fuck up.
The witness's testimony is so full of holes, Ms. Von Karma's process is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Little dude?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby.
Little guy.
Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You were sure that's how it happened. Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Boys nowadays sure to love to hop on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter a story as to how the criminal left the scene?
That's it, right, though? The single pair of footprints? Look at the ringmaster's ass, Your Honor. How can anybody leave that sweet, sweet ass?
Who would kill a man with an ass like that?
Look at this picture. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see footprints of the victim.
What's a footprint? I haven't heard of that.
However, where are the criminals' footprints? They aren't there.
Ay, ay, ay!
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are going to get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Coles.
Yes?
The testimony you provided no, has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's
just what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her wit told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Coles.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true. I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
Now it's time for our next segment, Monos! Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Oh, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to lose the sin of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is he right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright? What do you think?
I mean, I'm sure they could have staged it to look like somebody flew away, which technically means his eyes weren't playing tricks, but nobody was really flying.
Was he telling the truth on what he saw?
It's certainly possible. Especially if someone was trying to frame Max.
Mm-hmm.
What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means he is telling the truth?
And that's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right.
Aha! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I'll let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared in the sky. I'd love to believe that. I just can't wrap my head about how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Vaughan-Comer's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. More, I want to find the reason behind this mystery of mysteries.
I
I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. December 29, 2:23 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 5.
Hey, sweeties, what is the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. Or am I supposed to do a southern voice there?
Maybe.
I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
As if it wasn't obvious.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Phoenix's daughter is a magician.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Fun fact. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Gabby the Game Night. I got a good surface and more money.
Why would you kill a man with an ass like that?
Good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.